count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Can he finish?
Now it's Eto'o. Well, that looks a cracking ball. No, that was never going to make it. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
They're urging him to... And the shot!
Oh, good finish! Not one, but two. It is a dream start.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, he's enjoyed that, and the keeper's given it away. Milan look comfortable already. 2 to the good and flying. Oh, that looks a good ball through. And that was very necessary. And he's managed to get free. Knocks it into space. Look at the space here. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Can he get it through? Bale receives it.
There's the shot!
Well seen, saw that coming.
He's having a shot! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
A case now of complete control. Zanetti, it's a sweeping cross. Schmeichel claims it without any fuss. Scholes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. A probing pass. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Kimmich. Now Neymar. Scholes. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Villa. David Villa going face-to-face with his great rival. Aimed beyond the defence. He's found the way through. Can he get on the edge?
Takes a shot! And that's a tidy finish. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Eto'o! And no mistake. They are purring, truly purring.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That has ended up in no man's land. Good take, and is he in?
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Now it's Shevchenko. Tries to play it through. Now, can they get him away? Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And it's Hullet. Zanetti. Shevchenko is on... And Hullet! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Milan have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Threads one in. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Cruyff. Shevchenko! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Decent chance! It's a goal!
And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
How many? Just how many? And he thumps it clear. Taken back almost at once. And Cruyff! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more. Cristiano Ronaldo really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to...
And a chance! And he's stuck it away! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Real chance! Oh, denied at the last.
Milan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's a decent clearance. Forced to go back. Zanetti. And the shot! And that has been cleared. Great vision. And this is Shevchenko. Cruyff. And that's a good ball. And that interception was most... Shot at goal! And yes, it's there!
How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Cruyff. Neymar plays it in. Ferdinand gets it away. That's a little off target. The ball is bounced loose now. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Melbourne City have opted to make another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Koeman. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's picked out the run. And this is Shevchenko. Now he's running away.
And the finish! It's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite. To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And that could set him on his way.
Great chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He has kept it out. What great reactions!
Attenzione, un cambio.
Beckham, the regular corner taker. Beckham plays it short. Played out to the left flank. Cross.
De Bruyne! No, he can't turn it in.
And that is that. Milan can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Eto'o, very much the hero in this game. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Timber gets the nod here. Anything we should note about him, Jim?
Yeah, you'll need to keep your eye on him, Peter, because he'll be popping up at both ends of the pitch. He just has tremendous stamina. He seems to be able to be part of the defence 1 minute, and then you'll see him at the other end just a couple of seconds later. I know it's only his debut, but I'm expecting a lot from him.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And it's Kubo. Now it's Minamino. Oh, strongly challenged there. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Bergkamp. Now it's Cruyff. And he was quick to react. And they can counter here. Kubo. Neither side especially adventurous early on. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Van Dijk. Van de Ven. Van Dijk.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Now it's Bergkamp. Kubo. Opts for safety.
Japan definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
And he's in on goal! Timber has it in a wide position. Timber, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Ito. Now Mitoma. Cruyff. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That's a good ball out wide. Mitoma. And the counter is on. That's been cut out, well played. Rijkaard. De Jong. Bergkamp. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Timber. Back towards the middle.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Cross deflected behind for a corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Endo. It's Doan. Kubo. Van Dijk. Ambitious ball here. Not the most accurate pass. Mitoma. De Jong.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Doan. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Looking to play him in. Played in. Impressive jump. No, just not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
De Jong is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Mackay is onto the... Big chance! Goal, the Netherlands! Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Mackay demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
The Netherlands have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that...
Tries one from range! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Doan has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Japan are looking to break at pace. Now it's Minamino. Looking for options for movement.
Goes for a shot!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Kubo with the short one. An instinctive delivery. And that has been knocked clear. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. The Netherlands just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
The Netherlands with the game's only breakthrough, it's 1-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
The Netherlands definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Has to go back here. Real chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Header comes in!
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Kubo. Duan. Minamino. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Minamino. Ito. Now Mitoma. He's picked his way through. And Dijk with the clearance. De Jong. The Netherlands are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Dink through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cruyff. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
The Netherlands clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Endo. Oh, that's well spotted. Nicely weighted ball. He is through here. They're urging him to shoot. That's good play. And it's played. Oh, good play.
And he's stuck it away!
Japan are level. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Japan restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Shifted it to the flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Out towards the flank. Mitoma delivers the ball.
Terrific effort!
Goal! Japan! And the comeback is complete. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Japan leading now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Gravenberg simply refused to be outdone there. That's really well manoeuvred. And that pass just didn't quite work. Bergkamp
He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Simplicity itself.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves any favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Substitutions taking place.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Gravenberg. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And it's Bergkamp. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And here's Cruyff. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Taken back almost at once.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy! Oh, off the bar!
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get it through? Delivered low. Oh, that's a fine interception.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? There will be 4 extra minutes. This is a promising build-up. A probing pass. Now the chip pass hasn't quite come off. De Jong. Now, good-looking ball. Bergkamp. Ito. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Takes the shot! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
And it's Bale. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nedved.
There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Baresi, a defender with wonderful composure and discipline.
I'm surprised by your assessment there.
Yeah, one of the great liberos. His intelligence put him on a level higher than the rest, I think.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Gerrard. And it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Nedved showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. In with the challenge. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Milan still without a single shot on target. Great vision. That is lovely. Looking for options for movement. And the shot! Gullit is flagged offside. Cafu. Now, can they get him away? Gerrard. Knocks it into space. Shevchenko. Chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ferdinand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rijkaard. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Threads one in. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Oh, nice touch. Now it's Bale. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played out towards the right wing. Oh, played through for the wide man. Thinks about the shot. Played back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Zico.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's going to go a long way. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How would you review the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. The boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Milan looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Milan leading courtesy of the game's only goal.
Takes a shot! And that's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And he's worked it through. Nedved. Gerrard. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ferdinand demonstrating his defensive quality there. Now who's going to be first to this? And he's cut it out. And he can clear it away. But that has not gone well. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Shevchenko driving through the middle. Ibrahimovic. Almost an hour gone. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Good ball, good take. And that is exemplary defending.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7, numero 24, Ronaldinho. Lasciano il campo per il numero 20.
Oh, can he get onto this?
Numero 22.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Neymar. Cambio di giocatore.
Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Bale. Bale puts...
Oh, great leap! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing.
Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
A case now of complete control. Cannavaro with the clearance. Cantona. Gerrard. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo a guardare il maxi schermo per alcune indicazioni da parte delle forze dell'ordine.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
Pass somewhat off target, looking for the run. He's cut it out.
Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting prospect.
Well, he is one of the great English defenders of his generation.
Quite, Peter. His playing style boasts good speed and technique, a superb reading of the game. He hardly had to tackle. That in itself can be seen as quite an achievement.
Yeah. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, this looks sharp. There they go, hunting in packs. Zanetti. Timber did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Zanetti. That is good alertness. Tries to pass it through. He's in plenty of space here. Now that's well seen too. Keeper's got good distance on that. Timber cuts out the pass.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
And it's been hooked away. Some really good ball movement.
Kvaratskhelia! And he's done it!
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Tigres have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Zanetti. Can he get it through? He's on it. Can he get away? Zanetti. They get a throw in. Eto. And it's Bale. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Bale. Lovely bit of skill. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nesta is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Cross to the back post. And he gets rid in a hurry. Back would it go. Real chance! Deftly away. Zanetti couldn't squeeze it through. And again they run up against stubborn defending. And that is
Getting up there! And he scores!
Vieira. This is a promising build-up.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Eto. Bale is there to clear. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Milan come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Se está realizando un cambio.
So we're off again.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
In towards the back stick. And that is a little undercooked. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. Zola, ready to try one.
Well, this certainly fits the bill when...
Zola! That's a fair try, but just off target. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Tries to play it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite. Milan with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Bullet being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Zanetti. Nicely weighted ball. Pinged towards the front line. Well, that is one way to stop him. Knocks it into space. Always onto this. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
And here's Cruyff. Great chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Milan have their second corner now. They've played it short. And it's Ronaldinho. Strong running down that left flank. Nice control. Pings in across. And that should get the job done.
Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Spread neatly. He's shifting through the gears here. Varane deals with that comfortably.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pull it. 75 minutes played. Played out wide. And this is Bale. Now it's crossed into the middle.
Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chance here to counter. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Threads one in. He's had a shot! And he's there to belt it away. Good effort from distance. And it's Ferdinand. Zanetti. Skimp Shevchenko! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Shevchenko actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
Oh, good effort! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Stood up well to him there.
Milan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Kvaratskhelia. Oh, that's neat. Eto'o thinks about the shot. It's Eto'o! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Eto'o clearly thought he...
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think it's one of these games where both have plenty to think about. I don't think it was by design the game ended this way. A listless loss and unconvincing win, depending on which perspective you want to look at it from.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So things are underway. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely weighted ball. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. And it's Bale. Looking for the... He's had a shot! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
That was easy. Almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So, a breakthrough already.
So just the one early goal to report so far.
And the score is 1-0.
He has found the way through. Delivered.
Shot, surely!
Oh, he's been caught napping.
And this is Bale. Yaya Toure.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
He's shifting through the gears here. Mohamed Salah! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mohamed Salah really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Bale is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. And this is Hullet.
And a chance!
And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Puskás.
Now then, the ball's come loose.
Oh, easy pickings there. Aims beyond the defence. And it's Salah. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
Hullet. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
He's picked his way through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Milan already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. And this is Puskás. He's played it back.
And this is Neymar. Shevchenko.
Doué. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Bale. He's a sharp little ball here.
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
No luck with that dink over the top. Rijkaard. Now it's Doué. It's played through for him.
Oh, and the shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Bragantino definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Yaya Toure.
Oh, that's a key interception. Done delicately. That is ended up in no man's land.
Milan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's.
Tries to pass it through.
In with the challenge.
And he's quick to get rid. Timber, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And it's made its way to him. Doué is onto this. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
And it's Salah. Messi. And it's Salah. Neymar.
AC Milan could counter here. Bale.
And the pass is intercepted. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Milan coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Milan are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. Away we go again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
And the shot! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And a trademark move ends with the in...
Oh no, what has happened here? Just the keep.
It's Luis Suarez! And that's a good finish.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Just one in it now.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Rijkaard. Bragantino have reclaimed it. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Shevchenko. Hullet. He's found a way through. Oh, well played, well played. Dani Olmo. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Yaya Toure. And this is Bale. And he whips it in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And it's Hullet. Now it's Puskas. And this is Bale. Bragantino can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Oh, shooting chance! And it's in!
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? That was well seen too. Good clearance.
And they're quick to get it back. Nesta has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. He's got away. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Great work on the overlap. Hullet. Cannavaro clears it away. Doué. Rijkaard. That has been cut short.
Shapes to shoot! And that's a sharp finish! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion!
And that was as close to certain as can be.
It's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Substituição em campo.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Shifting momentum, perhaps.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs. Bragantino really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And he can thump it away. Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well read, nice interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter.
Great chance! It's a goal! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused.
Shot a goal! Goal! Milan! And they get themselves in front!
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Eto'o really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Milan have their lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly...
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Salah.
Mohamed Salah! And no mistake. And right near the end, we have parity.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Goes for a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Maldini. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Milan desperately searching for the winner here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And that will be the final act. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Bullet picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card, so overall I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.